Hola YouTube, my name is Ricardo Lino and I'm a wheel addict. I haven't sat here in a bit to make one of these videos, but I'm very excited for this. And the reason for that, it's because of this box. You've seen in the title, you know what this is. But I really think that this is a big thing. This is a big thing to start with because it's a skater-owned brand by two of my favorite people in the skating industry, with one of them being Billy O'Neill and his partner being Matthias, who is also known for being the owner of Powerslide. But also a couple of months ago, he started a new project called Royal, which is a distribution in Europe, and they have a couple of brands, but I'll get there in a second. First things first, I know you guys want to see the skate, so let's just check what's inside the box. I haven't opened the box, as you can see. Today is the 30th of December 2021, and I've been waiting for this for a bit. In fact, I was supposed to get these skates a couple of weeks ago, but this whole COVID circus got us waiting a bit longer. So yeah, I couldn't get the skates earlier, but it doesn't matter. Here we go. To start with, on top of the box, we got a John Bolino. It's still a bit weird to me to say John Bolino and not John Bolino, but it is what it is. So for some of you that don't know, when John Bolino came to the skating scene, he was very young. He was like 14 or something. I started realizing John Bolino when he was skating for Dashi, but of course he was already really good because he was already skating for a brand. But back then, everyone used to call him John. Funny enough, the last four letters, it's the Lino, so he's got to be a good one. He's amazing. John, or John, I will call it John. John Bolino it's amazing because he just got back to skating at the beginning of the pandemic. I think the powwow competition, he showed up at that competition. It was the beginning of the pandemic, and that's when he got back to skating. And right now he's having a pro model from one of the only skater-owned brands in the industry, which is amazing. So yeah, poster comes in here. Let me just clear the table a little bit. Then I got something else inside this box, which I'm gonna open before that, and that's coming. Boom. These are the Kaiser sole frames. Something for another video. I shouldn't even be talking about these on this video. So this is something that you're gonna see in a video in the future. Let me just put it to the side. And now the real deal, the reason why you guys are watching this video. Okay, obviously it's an unboxing, so we need to look at the box. John Bolino on one side, his face. On this side just says Mesmer, as you can see. On this side you got some more art, the John Bolino art, which is also in another part of the skate that you will see. And right here, some fence ride that looks super sick, still with John Bolino's face. Now, let me open this. Boom, and here you go. Over the past couple of months, most of the brands really stopped using plastic, so when you take the skates from here, you won't see plastic. There will be this little paper bag, I think it's like a paper bag or whatever this is, and a bit of cardboard dividing the skates inside. I'm gonna take the other one just to keep it here, in case you want to look at it. So. Yeah, you got the skate there. Now let me look at this. So, in case you didn't know, or if you're new to skating, this boot used to be sold, or this mold, this black part that you see here, used to be sold by the brand USD under the name Throne. And Throne was not the first model from USD, because the first model was the Damocles or something like that in the mid to late 90s, but it was the first mold owned by that brand. In the beginning of the 2010s, like I would say like 2012, 2013, around that time, they stopped producing it. USD stopped producing this skate. They say that there was a problem with the mold. They were breaking a lot. And I know that that's something that happened with other molds, such as the Psy skate, also from the same company, USD, and they stopped producing it. In the beginning of the pandemic, well, I'm not gonna really talk too much about this. I'm gonna leave you a link right here to a podcast where Billy O'Neill, the owner of Mesmer, actually tells the whole history about Mesmer, and you can watch it and learn a bit more about the brand. So let me go straight into talking about the product, which it looks very good. The boot has some differences compared to the Throne boot. The Throne boot used to have like a little bit of a cut here because of the sole plate that it used to have. This sole plate doesn't have any of that. Something that I was very curious to see and I could not see in the pictures was when I looked at these, I didn't know if there was screws fixing the sole plate, this white piece here, to the boot, or if it was just a long bolt that would go through the frame to the boot. But no, boom. So you have one screw on the inside, one screw on the outside in the front, and the same happening in the back. So with 4 screws, I believe that, let me just check something real quick. Yeah, just like on the original Thrones, this is the UFS bolt that comes from the frame. It comes all the way to the top, which is something that I also like. It's not just sole frame to the boot and then frame to the sole frame. So in theory, you can actually skate without these screws. In case you lose one of these, it's not going to be a problem. Now, let me just talk through these skates. Yeah, I got the liner, so I might as well just start from the liner. The liner, like the material of the liner, to me, at least the back, it's like it reminds me of the latest MyFit liners that came out, which is obviously what this is. This is a MyFit liner. The front doesn't have the neoprene that would make these dual sized. So most of the latest liners from MyFit, they have a neoprene toe, which makes them a little bit expandable, making them dual size. These ones do not have that. Then I have some paper here. Inside, you got a simple insole with this little red part to give a little bit more structure, with very cool art. If I'm not mistaken, the art that you find on this skate was made by Chase Rushing, which is an amazing skater. I used to love his parts in the Brandon the Greedy videos, and I love his art nowadays too. And then, yeah, you have a protector here on both sides for the cuff bolts for the inside of these boots. And then you have a different, this is the thing that it's the most different. It's this thong. And the thong is quite padded, huh? But it's with these holes and all that. It's thick and at the same time it's soft. I'm very curious to see how you can skate it. Even when you tighten the laces, I'm curious to see, because sometimes when you have very thick padding, you feel like you tighten this a lot, but it doesn't give you enough support. But this is also slim, this thong, so I'm curious to see. I can't really tell you how it's going to feel until I try it. Then it comes with this little plasticky thing that comes in between the liner and the boot, and there's a shock absorber also from MyFit. MyFit also used to make these bigger ones. I think those were actually made by Civica, but this one it's the thinner one. I like it. I think it's enough, and then if you need more, you can put a little bit more. I usually put a little bit more than this. I used to be a big fan. A curious fact about this skate and me is that I used to be a big fan of this skate. I bought my first USD skate, I think it was in 99. And from 99 to 2003, I didn't basically skate anything else. I tried other skates, but I bought a pair of Salomon's ST92, and they didn't really felt the way that I wanted. I ended up taking the liners to put on another pair. So I was really a big fan of these when they used to be made by USD. I'm very excited to see these now. The sole plate that you have here, seems to me that the back is a bit slimmer than the one that comes on the Thrones, because the one on the Thrones was like completely flat here, you know, it was like just straight, and this one has like a little bit of a rounder shape. I don't think it's going to be a problem at all. I think it's a pretty wide sole plate and also pretty white. And the art here, it just looks so good. It really looks good. Other than these, something that I think is very cool too is the material used for these is different from the ones used from the tone. It's apparently this new super plastic, I think it's PAX or something like that. And apparently the characteristics of this plastic will make it last longer. It's better in terms of performance. I don't know exactly how this is going to work as a skate, but I know it's been used by the shoe industry and a lot of other industries as this new super plastic, so need to check it out. Then simple buckle with, this is something that you need to be aware, the receptor of the buckle comes inside the boot. If your foot is too slim, you might need to cut a little bit so that it doesn't go all the way around. The buckle is well protected. It seems to me like it's under the cuff wing that protects. So let's hope it holds. It comes with good laces, huh? Like some of the skates come with shitty laces. It doesn't seem to me like it's a bad lace at all. It seems to me like it comes with a good lace. It's not a wax lace, but it seems to me like a cool lace to have. There's also a lacing system on the liner that is only on the top. So it's only from here up. Something that is fast lacing, you can use it or not. If you want, you might be able to integrate the laces all the way to the top. You might need longer laces for that. And then it comes with a Kaiser Fluid 5 frame. And something that I think is very interesting about this skate, it comes with flat 60mm wheels, but something that I didn't saw any other brand do is using different durometers on the same skate. 92A front and back, 95A. The exact same shape, the exact same size, different durometers. So these wheels will slide a bit more, will allow you to skate flat without having that much wheel bite. This frame already prevents a lot of wheel bite. I actually enjoyed this frame when I skated it. I skated them with smaller wheels, like 55mm, so I have not skated with 60s. But I'm gonna make my review with this skate flat, just the way it is. The negative space, it seems to me like it's big enough. I like the shapes that they made here. It's like, for someone that likes to do UFOs like I do, sometimes when the sole plates are too flat on the inside, if you just lean inside, very easily your foot slips out, and these will help you. The backslide plate, honestly, it reminded me a little bit of the SSM, but of course, Billy O'Neill, which is, again, the owner of this, Billy O'Neill was a big fan of that sole plate. I also remember seeing Bill skate with the thrones. I used to see him skate more with the UFS thrones, and I think it's quite interesting that it chose to go with the regular throne and not the UFS throne. But yeah, it's a wider boot that will for sure fit more people. Like the laces, there used to be a previous version when the throne first came out that was a little bit slimmer, and then they widened these lace part, and I used to like them more like this. So yeah, it seems to me like a very, very, very cool skate. Just to finish this, I'm not really someone that cares too much how heavy the skates are, but let's just see. 2,267 grams. I don't know how much that is in ounces, but it's a bit more of a skate on the heavier side. But of course, it's also a skate that it's flat, so it comes with 4 wheels on each skate, 8 bearings on each skate. So it's of course going to be a heavier skate than if it's an anti-rocker skate. It seems to me like it's a skate that it weighs about the same as the new Rollerblade SK, the blank SK skate. So about the same weight, so maybe that's the newest weight for the skates in 2022. And that is it. It looks very, very good. I'm going to be making a review of these probably as my first video of 2022. So if you want to see the review of the Mesmer John Bolino skate, Mesmer being the company, the newest company from Billy O'Neill, which is one of my favorite skaters of all time. Well, make sure to subscribe to this channel. Leave me a thumbs up if you like this video so that YouTube is going to suggest this video to more people. And yeah, don't forget why we all started skating. And that is because it's fun. Now, cheers and see you soon. Just for full disclosure, this skate was sent to me by this Royal. I did not pay for this skate, but I would anyway. So thank you very much for watching. See you on the next one.